I was driving my Jaguar, Jackie, as I call her. Drives my wife nuts. The beautiful Jackie, driving her down the street. I did a spot at the store. This is before I went to New York. And it's been raining like crazy out here. And I was driving, turned down La Cienega. And I'm cruising along. And then I just hear, boom, out of nowhere. It felt like I drove over something metal. And immediately the dashboard lights up. Check air pressure in the car and the front right tire. And I ended up pulling into the gas station down there. And I had blown out the front fucking tire. I swear to God, my Prius could have taken that hit. You know, but now I got the fucking sexy tires on the fucking Jaguar. And it's oh, my God, adversity, right? Totally just fucking implodes. So then I was like, all right. You know, I had the locking lugs on it and shit. And I'm like, fuck. Please tell me I got that thing in the glove box, which I did. I called AAA. You know, I got the spare out and everything. And I was looking at the jack and all that type of shit. And it's just, I was too afraid. Two things. I paid for AAA, so I'm going to have someone change the tire. And then secondly, I was too afraid because the car's low to the ground, I didn't want to stick it underneath the fucking car. And God forbid, if I fucking miss the frame, you know, which I did a long time ago. Granted, I was absolutely shit-faced. I was with a friend of mine. It was the 80s. You know, we were drinking and driving. And broad daylight, he gets a fucking flat. And I went to jack it up, and I put the jack underneath basically the floorboards and just put it right through the car. So anyways, they ended up changing the tire and everything, so I had that awful spare tire, and now my car's getting fixed. I took it over there because I want to make sure I didn't fuck up the suspension because I ran over the crater with my back right tire too. So, long story short, I came home that night. My wife fucking gave me the little emasculating shot. She's like, I can't believe you didn't do it yourself. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I mean, I could if I wanted to. I mean, I have, you know, I got AAA. So, I mean, you know, back in the day, I used to change tires. You know, I'll never forget this. I started telling this story about how I changed the tire on my fucking Ford Ranger on the driver's side, on the side of Route 128 at 3 a.m. And how I fucking jacked it up and I forgot to loosen the lug, so I had to bring it back down again to take it off. And I realized the entire time I was telling her that was because I was embarrassed that I felt like she questioned my manhood, like I was some pussy that I called AAA. But I do have to tell you this. I actually, even if I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing, all I had was that little right angle fucking, you know, thing to take the lugs off. And I just assumed that they had over-torqued the fucking thing, and then there was no way I was going to get that off unless I had another piece of pipe to get the leverage, which is what I learned back in the day with the old 83 Ford Ranger. But the guy showed up. He goes, no, they tighten these by hand now, or at least they do a Jaguar, and he just took it off like butter, and I was just like, oh, Jesus. Maybe I could have done this. So now I'm obsessed with the fucking weird-ass jack that's in the trunk of my car. I should probably know how to do that, you know? Hey, you know what? Maybe my wife was right. Maybe I am a pussy. I don't know. Let's fucking, you can't change your own tire, you fucking Mary. All right, black tux, everybody. Looking great for a wedding. You know what? Ryan Gosling does not shop here. Is that him? Was he he's the guy in the fucking, that great movie, the musical, L.A. Story, whatever the fuck it's called. He wore the white tux, right? He went Roger Moore.